You've heard me say this many times. I believe every entrepreneur, every solopreneur, entrepreneur, whatever, needs to somehow find a way to make their mission marketing. Their mission is marketing. And I know that's very controversial because I'm not a marketer. I'm a healer. I'm a this or I'm a that. Well, unless you have big bucks and your parents gave you whatever, you got so much money, you can hire the best of the best to go do your marketing for you, which is, I don't even know what percentage have that resource. And even if you did, you need to own your marketing. You have to have your foot in it, your pulse in it. It's your voice, it's your creation, it's your expression. You might hire experts if you're in a fortunate position that you can do that. But it's still, you got to own it. You got to edit the expert's work so that it's your voice that's being expressed. And so Mission Marketing is the name of a membership site, but let me explain why it exists. That's the most important question. Like, why? Why are we doing it? I care about the underdog. I care about that person that everybody's given up on. I care about the person, that nobody wants to help. Or I care about that person that everybody hates. I don't know why. And so I feel so on fire about Mission Marketing because not only is it I'm helping you, I'm supporting you in building like a membership site that will be sustainable and financially lucrative for you called Mission Marketing. Secondly, I get to share in the profits as well as real partners with you. And thirdly, no one gets left behind. You know how many conversations we have, morning meetings for years, and I bring up how I feel that we've left the 1111 community behind. All those people, the 400 guests all over Canada, the US, right? Or I should say Brampton, Toronto, and then the US tour. It's like you became successful and they're still there. It's not that you did anything wrong. You had to pursue where the money was for your own self-preservation. And we couldn't financially be able to help them, right? They couldn't financially afford to hire me or you. So I feel like Mission Marketing membership site is going to bridge that gap. So you can help those people that can't afford you, that forget about me, that just can't afford you, so that you can provide at a nominal fee. You're still going to get paid a small amount of money to be able to support, people that were just like you 2 years ago, people that had careers, had a dream of maybe one day, maybe working for themselves, but knowing that it's probably never going to happen, because even if you did go on your own, it's too much of a risk, because who's there to help you? You don't know what you're doing. You can't afford the risk, so you kind of give up on the dream. So I love the fact, most of all, I'm passionate about the fact that all the people that have stepped into this studio, that's who this is for first for me. Yes, you're going to make a lot of money. We're going to make a lot of money because it will expand beyond that. But Mission Marketing for me is all heart. It's love. Like, I give a shit about every single person that has blessed your life by coming on 1111 when you didn't want to live and distracting your mind. I care about everyone that came back and took advantage of Passion Projects Lite and all the various things. That's what I care about. I see a way that through the power of community, the community that will be created. And yes, my content, you and interviewing me and to create whatever's going inside of it or be part of that creation is going to be, the most valuable at first because you're starting with me. But it's going to be much more than that. But because you asked me, I care about all the people that came on 1111. I care about, Richard Henry. I care about Pravin. I care about over 500 people, I think now, have been in this studio. And each person made a huge contribution to your life and mine as well. By allowing you to deliver the Integrity Choices program, they trusted you to change their life, and you did. And you got all these stories. And the truth is, the people that allowed you to teach them that you worked with for 12 weeks, you know, they took a chance on you just as much as you took a chance on them, I guess you could say. They trusted you to change their life. And you did. But it was free. So it's like we have to now move on to doing that work that you do so well with people that can afford your your fees. Well, you don't know any of those people right now. You understand? Yeah. You had to do it for free because you didn't own your marketing. And that's what I share with you mission marketing is all about. I've always told you, of all the brands I created for you, mission marketing is my favorite. And how many did I create? Probably a dozen different brands as you changed what you wanted, and you know, we like variety and trying different things. So I created a new brand around what you wanted to try next. But mission marketing, it's in my heart and soul. As a headhunter, I was taught that you're always marketing a candidate, you're always marketing a corporation. Like you're one or the other, you're always marketing. We were taught ABM, always be marketing. You know, the only time I have any problems or a shortfall in how much money I'm making as an entrepreneur of over 30 years, I think now, is when I took my focus off the marketing. I took my focus off putting stuff in the pipeline or creating the pipeline or creating the systems. That's the only time. And there's a lot of people, I believe, that have deep, deep depression for that one reason. And many take their lives for that reason. They know what they want to do, but they don't know how to do it and make money at it. And I was there too. Before you knew me, you know, I went through a dark spell as well. You know, I loved doing the school programs, but I didn't know how to monetize it. You know, and I think that's the challenge of us entrepreneurs is we are the creatives. We have visions. We see the vision of the future that we want, and we know we can make it happen. And so we get started and take that risk, and then we're all alone, and eventually the mojo goes, and we don't know how to get it back, and now we're on the rat race of your own business. You've heard that saying, you know, the rat race, the corporate rat race. Well, there's a rat race that entrepreneurs go through too. You know, and it's when there's worries about money. And all those worries would go away if a person had the right mindset, yes, of course. But if their focus was on their mission is marketing, I'm going to master marketing. I'm going to own marketing. I'm going to be so good at marketing as a healer, if you're a healer, so good that people are offering me 10 times the amount of money to help them build their business. 10 times compared to what they hired me as a healer. Like that's how good you should be at marketing. Like I'm a turnaround guy. I'm an addictions expert. I help people. I'm the guy of last resort, right? That's what I do. But I'm also a master of marketing. I can turn on the marketing hat in a second. It's, you know, like we're doing right now. And if you recall, Samina, it was about a year ago, or less than a year ago, maybe 9 months ago, I passionately convinced you to make a huge monthly investment. It's costing you over $100 a month. And I explained it till you got it. And I said, you need to buy Kartra. What was that? A membership site. You are actually paying a monthly membership of over $100 Canadian a month. And you've been doing so for 9 months because I shared a picture for you. I said, Samina, everybody needs to master marketing. The Kartra system has membership sites in it. You know, it has everything in it. So you don't have to buy all the different things I had to buy. And you're going to have to master, Samina, this. You're going to have to master email marketing, you know, marketing, follow-up systems, membership sites, all this. I actually told you 9 months ago that you'd be doing this. So you asked me, you know, why am I so passionate about it? Because all of this is inside of my plan to have you not just financially sustainable, but rich. And I get to make money with you because we're sharing in the profits for this particular membership site. And I love that. This is for people that not only, you know, are not in a position to be able to hire me at my hourly rate, they wouldn't be able to hire you at yours, even though yours is only $100 an hour. That's for those people. You know, people that $100 they don't have it. So that's what I love about it, is that nobody gets left behind. I created all Addictions Anonymous so that everybody could get access to the 12 steps, whether they thought they were an addict or not. And to me, Mission Marketing membership site, it's the same thing. It's about all these entrepreneurs that are struggling and have been struggling for years and that keep trying to have the hope and the faith, but they're just plagued by worries about money. They're stressed out about money. And they've even invested money in training programs, that, you know, whatever ones they could afford. And none of them work. Because why? Because they're so worried about money that they can't be present to the training. And they're like most human beings. They lack consistency. They don't have accountability because they can't pay a coach. And so they're left on their own to do this stuff that needs to be done. Well, this stuff that needs to be done is hard at first because it's not what you thought you signed up for as an entrepreneur. You thought you just get to do the work you love. And no, in the beginning, a large portion of your time is marketing. And many of us don't want to do it. And so you didn't want to do it. If you look at how I created Mission Marketing, let's go back to your story, Samina. First thing I created for you when I saw the writing on the wall and I knew you were going to be constructively dismissed and you would be caught by surprise and thrown into trauma. I saw that happening where you were working and you didn't. And so I created Hope for the Soul because I thought I'll teach her how to be an interviewer, how to interview people on their stories of trauma, extreme abuse, whatever, and triumphing over it. And I'm going to teach you how to edit video. Because I knew if you could learn how to edit video for your own episodes, for your own clients, that's a skill that you could make money with, right? And we started with that. Well, when I told you like how to charge fees, you wouldn't be able to ask people for money. You were like stumbling on your words and you were terrible at it. And you just refused to embrace marketing. So I figured, okay, I got to do something else now. And I created Mission Marketing. And what that was, you're going to interview people that are successful entrepreneurs like myself. And I'm thinking, if you interview enough of them, maybe you're going to get it, that you're going to have to own your own marketing and embrace it. Well, I created that for you, and it didn't work. What happened was you were going through so much, such an abusive energy that you were going through as you were allowing me to fight the charity, that you went suicidal. And I realized, screw the video editing right now. She doesn't have time for that. We have to have her connecting with as many people as possible. And I created passion projects, which would be live streams, so you weren't slowed down by the video editing. And maybe if people just experienced you interviewing them on their passions, on their businesses, we could turn that into a profit center. And it worked. Within 3 weeks, I brought in $4,000 for you, gave it all to you. Well, the money wasn't the problem because, well, I think you knew that really it was money that I earned and made you probably feel worse that I gave it back to you. So it wasn't really like it was your money. And you got suicidal. Within 2 to 3 weeks of creating passion projects, you confessed to me in that room that you were suicidal. So screw the things that I created that make money. And we did this 11-11 thing. Notice what's happened now, that you're solid with your mindset. We've gone right back to where we started with. We've brought back Hope for the Soul, where you get to interview people who want to have their stories, their brand stories, why they do what they do stories, and you interviewing them and then you charging them a fee for the content. Now, Mission Marketing, we've also brought back, but not the way it was. If anything, it's a show with me talking right now, but Mission Marketing is a way to help people that are all alone like you were, help them and support them with accountability and community. A safe community where they can be on a journey with you, and I guess myself too, really owning their marketing and getting their marketing done right. Marketing in this new world we live in, where you have to have a funnel, where, in my opinion, you have to have a membership site. If you look at all your high-paying clients, every one, the first one that paid you 11 grand, 22 grand, 16, 17, 5, all those people that have paid you large amounts of money, every one of them was inside the membership site I created for you. Now what we're doing is we're saying we're building a brand new membership site, but we're building it for a whole different, we're building it to make money for you. And we're making it available, all the training, to the people we personally have a deep appreciation for because they're part of our story. Yeah. Right? Ideally, I would love it if every single person that ever came on 1111 or ever sat in this studio because they were here to meet you, those ones. If as a result of being in our lives, they had successful, profitable businesses with recurring revenue in them, and they could look back and say it was because they met us. Yeah. Right?